Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home with just a few little pieces of equipment. One being a fit ball. If you don't have a ball, you can do the first couple exercises without one, no problem. One set of dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use water jugs, soup cans, water bottles, things like that. And just a small ball of some sort. It can be a tennis ball or a little playground ball or a golf ball. Anything like that. So grab those items and come back in ready to work. Remember to always come into these workouts ready to move with a warm-up already completed, 5 to 10 minutes of some sort of cardio activity, walking up and down your stairs, walking around your block, getting on maybe a home piece of cardio equipment. Something simple, but something that can get your heart rate up and get your muscles warmed up and ready to move. Okay, so we are going to start today with some push-ups. And I want to show you another variation that you can do using a fit ball if you have one and if you want to try it. This can actually make them a little bit easier. You can make them easier or harder using a ball. So what we're going to do is find a space where you can kind of roll out and start. I'm going to start back here so I'm within the camera when I start to do these. I'm going to roll out so that your knees are on the fit ball. Now, you can do a push-up this way, and it can actually be a little bit simpler than doing just a regular full push-up. So wherever you decide that you want to do push-ups, whether they're against the kitchen sink, counter, bench, on the floor, on your knees, on your toes, however you want to do them, this is just another variation that you're welcome to try. So you can make them easier by being on your knees here, or by if you're all the way out here on your toes, it's going to be more challenging. I'm going to stay back here so I'm in the camera, and we'll do 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. The smaller your fit ball, the easier this will be too. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, then roll back right off of the fit ball, and that is it. So also, like I always say with push-ups, if you are, whatever method you're using to do your push-ups, try to challenge yourself to that next level. Try to maybe do a couple more. But those body weight exercises can be really beneficial for exercise training. Okay, next we're going to do a ball squat with some bicep curls. So I'm going to raise up my camera over here. If you don't have a ball, you can just do squats with your bicep curls. All right, so we're going to put this against the wall in the small of your back, a little bit lower. Bring your feet forward just a little bit more than you might think, so that when you sit down, your knees are going to stay over your ankles. So you can get that position before you start your bicep curls. Now, your arms stay down. As you press up, curl those biceps. Curl those weights up towards your shoulders. You're going to keep your elbows right in your sides, and then let your arms go all the way straight at the bottom. 5, press through your heels. 6, think about squeezing your glutes as you stand up. 7, keep breathing. 8, keep your shoulders back. 9, and 10. Good. All right, you can let that ball drop. And then always set your weights down with good form. So you bend your knees, bend your hips. Don't ever do it with the straight legs and putting all that pressure on your back. Okay, now we're going to lower back down to the floor. No equipment needed here. We're going to do some donkey kicks. So on your hands and knees. And you want your hands directly beneath your shoulders, your knees directly beneath your hips. You're going to pick one leg up, keep it at that 90-degree angle, and then think about pressing the ceiling with your foot. So we're going to press up. 2, 3, 4. Try to keep your back nice and flat. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we'll switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and slow. 5, 6, really emphasizing your glute here. 8, 9, and 10. All right, good. Now we're going to stand back up. So make sure you stand back up slowly so you don't get lightheaded or dizzy. Take time to let your blood flow kind of return to normal. Use that good form for floor to stand, and come on up when you are ready. Okay. Now we're going to do some punches. So no equipment needed for this one either. I'm going to have you stand with a nice wide stance, a little wider than shoulder width apart, I would say, your feet. And then a good athletic stance, meaning your knees are bent, your hips are back just a little, and your core is engaged. So we're going to start right here like we're boxing, and we're going to do some punches. So I want you to punch up across, and then up across the opposite way, and then down across, and down across. So we're going to do those a little bit more quickly, but I want you to give it a good jab, so we're getting a good shoulder workout. So up, up, down, down, 2, down, down, cross, up, down, down, 4. Keep breathing, keep that core engaged. Remember to punch, give it a good jab so that you're getting a good shoulder workout. It's a good eccentric shoulder. 8, 9, 10. All right, good. When you go through these in subsequent times, start with the other hand. So we just started with our right hand. This next time I want you to start with your left. And then if you do it a third time, start down and just keep mixing it up. It's good for your brain to keep trying it different ways. Okay, now we're gonna lower back down to the floor. See what I'm doing here? Okay, we're gonna do some penguin abs. So lying on your floor with your knees bent, back flat on the floor. And remember, when we're in this position, you want to think about flattening your back. So it's a good ab contraction to keep your back safe when we do these ab exercises. So penguin abs, you want to think about a rope, pulling your chest towards the ceiling, lifting your shoulder blades up off the ground, and then we're going to reach towards our heels, side to side. So pull up, and don't forget to breathe. So up, and go slowly towards your heels. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7. Keep looking towards the ceiling. 8, 9, 10, and 10. All right, good. Now, if that feels pretty easy to you, do more than 10. You could do 12, 15, 20, whatever. Also, you could slow it down. And then also think about really making sure that your shoulder blades are up off that ground, because that's the key to that one. Really engaging that core. Okay, we're going to stand back up one more time. So remember to take these steps to stand back up slowly and not get dizzy. Get your head back on straight, as some people like to say, and stand up nice and slowly. Okay, now is where we're going to grab that ball. And I just have a small playground ball here that I'm going to use, but you can use a racket ball, a tennis ball, lots of different things you can use here. So I'm going to have you stand on one foot. If standing on one foot is too difficult, try a tandem stance. And if a tandem stance is too difficult, do a little bit of a staggered stance. Do something that is safe for you, but still a challenge. You can stand with your back to the wall, or stand next to like a kitchen counter or something sturdy if you lose your balance. We're going to go for 30 seconds here and play catch. So the smaller the ball you use, the more challenging this will be. Also, if you're doing it here, this is kind of a starting level, just exchanging your hands basically. And then to challenge yourself more, throw the ball a little higher, maybe throw it out in front of you a little. Keep yourself challenged and engaged here. All right, that was 30 seconds. Now also by standing on one foot like this, we're really engaging those glutes. This is a great hip stabilizer. So make sure you're standing up nice and tall in this single leg stance and not letting that hip jut out to the side like that. So stand up nice and tall. Here goes our 30 seconds. And if this is really challenging, one side might be easier than the other. Sometimes I tell my clients, so you can use this foot kind of like a kickstand. You know, you can put it down if you lose your balance just a little bit. Small, medium, tall, challenge yourself here. 5 more seconds. Woo! And if you can hold yourself and get that balance back in check, if you do happen to go out to the side and then you bring it back in, that's really good. That's really good challenge for your hips and your core and your balance in general. We're working all the way from your toes and your feet and your calves all the way up the chain there. Those balance exercises are really important for fall prevention. Okay, that's it. So go through these a couple more times and challenge yourself maybe to hold that balance a little bit longer, or do a couple more of those penguin abs than maybe you've done in the past. So also you can challenge yourself by adding about 5 or 10 minutes of cardio in between each set. And then by the time you're finished, you've got a nice hour-long workout in, and you've worked all your major muscle groups, balance, core, and then follow with stretch and cool down. All right, thank you everybody. Please let me know if you have any questions as always, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.